Easy chicken and dumplings. Another hearty meal for cooler weather. Welcome to Help at Home, your resource for great recipes and easy learning. I'm Jim Hightower. Easy chicken and dumplings. If you have an English major, you might be saying chicken and dumplings. But I'm an English minor and a Texan, so we say chicken and dumplings, and so that's what we're making today. Grab your pen and paper. Here come the ingredients. You'll need canned biscuit dough, canned chicken broth, and you'll need some juicy baked chicken. You'll need most of one of those small roasting hens, or probably about 3-ish large chicken breasts, and you can pull it apart or toss it in your food processor and shred it up to the consistency you like. You may like it a little bit more chunky. 3 ingredients. You'll need a big stock pot, and then also, depending on your broth, you may need a few spices. Let's talk about your base. No, not that ghetto bass that you play in your truck, Lloyd Mendenhall. Just kidding. Your chicken broth is the base of your whole dish here, and so you can't just hope that it tastes good. You've got to find out. So here we go. Oh my God, that's awful. So, and again, I'm slightly prejudiced because I'm used to making my own. But just like Julia Child, you can dress up things that are already made. And so, I've already been to work. I've got my chicken bouillon cubes. You've seen them before. And I've put 3 in here already. I'm going to get this on high. I've opened up 4 of my cans of chicken broth. And but I've been working on dissolving those bouillon cubes in just a little bit of that chicken broth. And truthfully, I'm going to open up that last can. I've stirred it a little bit, and I'm going to see just how much of a difference that chicken bouillon cube made. Actually, the 3 that I put in made. Not bad. Some fresh garlic would be great, but mine had dried up. And so I'm just going to put a little bit of garlic salt in there, maybe a little bit more. You can go ahead and put your chicken in, as little or as much as you want. Because the thing about your dumplings is they're going to make it thicken up. You really can make this in a flash. It's no big deal. Here's my bowl of the biscuit dough, and I've cut it into cubes, sort of. You just take a biscuit, get your handy kitchen shears, and cut it in half, and then cut it into half again, which makes 4. Now I'm starting to get just a little boil. Let it boil for a minute, kind of a medium boil, not a big rolling boil, but with your chicken in there. That'll also help to season the broth and give it a more natural taste, like you made it yourself. And you don't have to tell anybody that you didn't. I tasted my broth once again, and I think I'm going to give it a little bit more help. Here's my Tony's Creole seasoning. Give it just a little bit of a burn, and then also a little bit of Lowry seasoned salt. That kind of is my wife's deal, but not too much. Stir that up. We're ready to put in our dumplings or our biscuit dough. Now, I'm going to turn this down to about half. Dumplings are basically just biscuits, and so that's why biscuits work so well. And just like biscuits rise, your dumplings start to rise and puff as they cook. So you just put in a few. You just kind of let them be, and you definitely, when you put them in, you want to break them apart if they're sticking together. You can put in as many as you need to just kind of cover the top. You want to leave them alone, so you need to let them cook a second. And also the biscuits help give more flavor, and they also thicken up the broth and make that chicken and dumpling stew quality that you love. Kind of like flour. Flour with flavor. Now, just lightly kind of moving them around. I'm going to let those cook a couple of minutes longer before I put more in. Because if you throw it all in at once, you're just going to have a big pile of goo. And nobody likes that. See how easy it is? And again, just once they start puffing, you stir them around just a little bit. And also you can stir your meat underneath so it doesn't stick. I'll probably regret this, but vlogger style. Let's come down a little bit closer. See? Hope my video doesn't turn sideways on you. But there they are. It's kind of a slow little boil. It's nothing too big, because a big boil will just ruin everything. Then just kind of start throwing some on top. You're kind of putting in a third in the beginning, and then maybe a third here in the middle, and just leave it alone for a minute. And after about a minute or two, you can stir. And you're always watching that boil to make sure it's not too high. Then just kind of gently stir around. Then you just kind of ease them in. You might go underneath one time and, put some on top. But again, if you boil it really high boil, like you're making pasta, then it's gone. You've killed it again. Of course, you have to love my little induction cooktop. It's going. That's just weird. Give it anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes after you put it in. And then when you do go to stir, don't whip it up like you're making chocolate pudding. Go easy. Treat these like, I guess, like a diva, very delicately. No offense to all the divas. And then I want to start stirring broth over them, stirring chicken over them. Some of that puff will go away, and it's no big deal. And I'm going to go for the last bit now. Just toss them on there. If I didn't tell you, I only cut up 3 of the 4 cans of biscuit dough because I wasn't sure I was going to need it, and I don't think I will. I'm just going to let those sit a few minutes. That steam will help cook it. You could also cover it up for a second. I'll show you a neat little trick here. Let's say you can't find the lid to your pan. Here's what you do. You just take a flat cookie sheet, put it on here. I'll do this on the side. And you leave a little opening here for your steam. Now that will help cook the ones on top that haven't gotten wet yet. You just give it about 2 or 3 minutes. Gently go in there, give it a little stir. And that's all there is to it. If you treat it with respect, you won't tear up the biscuits. Cover it up. Total time, I would let the dumplings cook at least 10 minutes. Alright, that's our 10 minutes. About the last 3 minutes, turn your heat up a couple of notches, let it boil a little bit more vigorously, and that will help to cook down your dumplings just a little bit and make your stew a little thicker. When things are hot, they're more liquid, and as they cool, they will get thicker. It will thicken as it cools. Here's how it looks. Now see, those last couple of minutes, as you're letting it boil a little harder, you need to stir almost constantly so that nothing sticks on the bottom, because you'd just be sad. Here it is. It's had a few minutes to cool, and see how it's thickened up? See? There you go. Oh, that's yummy. And depending on your preference, you may want to serve it with a little plate of crackers. Some people like to crumble them up and stick them right in. Naturally, I have to taste it. Try not to get this all over me. So, oh. And see, after you've doctored it up, no one can tell you made it from canned broth. So think about that. If you like this recipe for easy chicken and dumplings, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe and share with your friends who like to cook or just want to learn how. Drop me a line in the comments below about your experiences with this recipe and what else you'd like to see in the kitchen. Click the bell in the top right hand corner for notifications. I'm Jim Hightower, and remember, everyone needs help. Even me. Stay warm. Welcome to Help at Home. No. If you like this recipe, no. Have I said 2 or 3 minutes enough?